¿Qué pasó, güey? It's your homeboy Quetzalcoatl, and welcome to another edition of the Fuck Your Life Boxing Show. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to go ahead and give you my prediction for the upcoming fight between Abner Mares and Anselmo Moreno. It's going to be a great fucking fight. I'm going to talk about both fighters and tell you how I see this fight going down in my eyes. Abner Mares holds a record of 24 victories, no losses, and 1 draw with 13 KOs. Originally from Guadalajara, Mexico, but now he's out here motherfucking Cali and shit. Abner Mares has solid power. I wouldn't say that he has one-punch knockout ability. Most of his KOs have come from the 6th round on. So what he usually does when he knocks someone out is he breaks them down throughout the fight. And as you've seen, as he's fought elite competition in his past couple of fights, he's won by decision. Although they've been clear decisions, you haven't seen that he's been, like on a Mike Tyson rampage on motherfuckers. But in his last couple of fights, he's been on a roll, and he's been beating elite competition. Big fight started with Yanni Perez, which was a classic fight. They ended up fighting to a draw. I had Abner Mares winning a very close fight, but I had no objection to the draw. Both fighters were undefeated, and the fight was so close that if one of the fighters would have got a loss in that moment, because it would have been their first loss, I think it would have been bad. I think the best decision was the draw. He went ahead and he joined the bantamweight tournament after that. He ended up winning the bantamweight tournament. He beat Victor Chinian in an exciting fight. Was down in the 2nd round. I'm an Abner Mares fan, but that shit was not looking good in that moment. But you saw that the composure that Abner Mares was able to have, he was able to come back. He knocked Victor Chinian down in the 7th round and was able to pull a victory. Very good fight that showed you the heart and determination, composure that Abner Mares had. Went ahead and fought Joseph Ekbeko in the finals of that tournament and rematched him, beat him both times. Although in the first fight, I did have Abner Mares winning a very close fight, but that victory was tainted because of the referee's performance. The referee really fucked up in that fight. Abner Mares uppercutted the shit out of Joseph Ekbeko's balls. That motherfucker was like, wham! And the fucking referee called it a fucking knockdown, which was stupid. And because of the referee, that tainted Abner Mares' victory in the rematch. I was actually there, had really good seats, really good beer, buzzing like a motherfucker, and it was a great fight to watch. And Abner Mares won a decisive fight, clearly outboxed Joseph Ekbeko, and now he's fighting who in my eyes is the most dangerous opponent that you could fight at super bantamweight, which is Anselmo Moreno, nicknamed Chemito. Holds a record of 33 victories, 1 loss, and 1 draw with 12 KOs. That loss and that draw came early in his career. I believe the loss came in his 8th fight, and the draw was, I believe, his 6th fight. From then on, he has showed what type of fighter he is. It's not an accident. It's not it's not no bullshit that they're comparing this guy to Pernell Whitaker. He's a southpaw, very slick fighter, great motherfucking defense. Most of his fights have been in Panama, but he's willing to fight motherfuckers on their territory. He's gone on and he's fought in Venezuela. He's fought in France. He's fought in Germany. He's fought in Haiti. He's fought twice in the United States, which were his last 2 fights. Beat Victor Chinian in a clear motherfucking victory. Made Victor Chinian look bad. I was actually there for that fucking fight because I was on the undercard for Ekbeko and Mares. Again, I was busting like a motherfucker when I saw that fight, and just seeing Anselmo Moreno, that you could see that he's got something special, and that's his defense. Dude is just slick. Got a lot of boxing ability, and he has a good story too. He came back from basically being fucked over by his managers and promotion team and shit like that. And motherfuckers that work in sweatshops was making a little bit more money than he was and shit, being a professional fighter. But he's been able to link up with, I believe it's Golden Boy now, and he's actually getting his name out there. He's starting to make some decent money, which is good. It's a good story to hear and shit, especially him coming from being fucked over like that. He's also young, he's young like Abner Mares. Chamito is 27 years old. Although he looks old, this motherfucker look like he got grandkids already. But shit, don't let the looks fool you. He don't fight like he got grandkids and shit. This motherfucker is in his physical prime. And he's ready. Had a TKO in his last fight in the 9th round. He beat David de la Mora. And like I said, out of all the opponents, that Abner Mares could have fought, Chamito, Anselmo Moreno, this is the most dangerous opponent. Because at this moment, Anselmo Moreno it doesn't have the type of name that Nonito Donaire has. He doesn't have the type of name that Rigondeaux has just established for himself. He doesn't. I mean, to casual boxing fans, they really don't know about Anselmo Moreno. But he can beat Nonito Donaire. He can beat Rigondeaux. He has that type of talent. Those would be huge fights. And for Abner Mares, it would have been much better business-wise to have fought Rigondeaux or to have fought Nonito right now. Because Nonito is a well-known fighter. So you get that reputation by beating him. And you would get more money because of the same thing. Casual boxing fans would give you more credit for that victory. With Anselmo Moreno, even though to hardcore boxing fans, this is the most dangerous fight he could take, Abner Mares is going to get huge credit for that. But from a casual perspective, he's not going to gain too much notoriety for this victory right here. So I mean, it's a very dangerous fight for Abner Mares. It's a fucking toss-up. That's how I am with this prediction. Logically, I see Anselmo Moreno winning this fight. Because if he wins, he's going to make Abner Mares look bad in this fight. But my heart, I root for Mexican fighters. My heart is going with Abner Mares. And that's who I'm going with in my motherfucking prediction. If I was putting money on it, in this fight, it's so close between that. I'm betting with my heart, and I'm going with Abner Mares. I think he's going to win a unanimous decision. Out of both fighters, I think he probably has a better chance. If there is going to be a stoppage or somebody's going to get dropped or something, it's going to be Abner Mares dropping Anselmo Moreno. A lot of people don't give Abner Mares the credit for his boxing ability. He has a lot of boxing ability, along with the heart to brawl with you. Stay in there on the inside. At times he does get a little bit dirty, but all fighters have tactics that some will bend the rules. It's just that some are more subtle than others. Even some of the best fighters of this generation, such as Floyd Mayweather, when he's on the inside, it's subtle. You don't see it, but I mean, he's elbowing the shit out of motherfuckers. So, everybody does something like that. It's just that Abner Mares' style, he attacks the body a lot. He's, motherfucker, you're going to get punched in the balls here and there. With shit like that, it's kind of like, well, shit, if you don't want to stop punching motherfuckers in the balls, somebody need to make Abner Mares stop punching motherfuckers in the balls and punch his ass in the motherfucking balls. Damn, that shit sounded motherfucking confusing. Basically, somebody need to punch Abner Mares all up in his motherfucking balls to make him stop that shit. But Anselmo Moreno's great defense is going to give Abner Mares a lot of problems. He's got great footwork. His chin really hasn't been tested, but you've seen that he can completely nullify power when he just embarrassed Victor Archinian. That was an easy victory for him. So, just relying on power is not going to work when you're fighting Anselmo Moreno. So Abner Mares is going to have to implement some boxing ability if he wants the victory, and that's who I'm going with. I want to know your opinion for this fight. If you like this shit, hit the like button, hit the fucking subscribe button, and this is your homeboy ckas signing the fuck on out.